Hey pretty people, what is up? I'm Quan. I'm here, It is a new year. It is a new Thank you so much for joining DSB Talks. All right, girl, let's get right straight into it. What you talking about? What is the DSB Talks? You may be asking. You've come to the right place, let me tell you. DSB Talks is where I will be discussing my queer life, mental health in the Black and brown community. You know, I gotta represent. Come on now, all this chocolate, you know. And hopefully I'm here to inspire and empower somebody to understand that they're not alone. So today we have a lot in store, and for this upcoming year I have a lot in store. I have a lot of topics that I want to talk about, and if you have any topics you want me to talk about, share below, like, comment, subscribe, all that. Doom, doom, ding, ding. But today I wanted to dive into tough love in the Black community and how it has affected me in my life. Girl, what you talking about? Okay, let me tell you. Go get your popcorn, go get your wine, whatever you need to do, relax. Let's meditate. So, first off, I want to define tough love. To me, in my opinion, don't come at me, back up. Tough love to me is aggressive affection that some parents in the Black community, you know, that's basically how they parent their child. And for me, it honestly was very hard for me to experience, because later on in life I realized that it was hard for me to be vulnerable. It was hard for me to express myself, and I realized I would always get damn aggravated. Like, you ever just felt this aggravation where like people would do stuff, or if somebody yelling, you get this tense feeling in your heart? Y'all, that was me. And I just felt sad for 2 years, like depressed. I was really actually depressed. I went off to college and I realized, like, damn, something is wrong. I'm like, all right, girl, you party, you doing your thing, all right. College time, woo, woo, you know, I'm doing all that. But then for the first 4 semesters, when I finally transitioned over, I realized I was really sad and I was struggling. I was getting in a relationship. I was figuring out who I was. I got the dreads going, y'all, but I cut my hair. Ooh, peep that. You see it? Check it out. I've cut my hair now, but back then I didn't have my hair cut. You know, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling good. I kept feeling sad out of nowhere. And for me, when I was younger, I realized as we get older, we build up a lot of things. If we don't talk about it, you know, it builds up. And then it gets to a point where all those things that you allow to build up start bothering you inside. And that's what was happening for me. And I'm like, damn, what is going on, y'all? And I said, okay, I went to therapy. I started going to therapy. Y'all, ooh, somebody just clicked down. They said, oh no, therapy, girl, what you talking about, therapy? And of course, there's that stigma about Black people going to therapy, and y'all, I did it all, okay? I did. I felt uncomfortable. I'm like, all right, there's not a lot of people that look like me. First off, it's not a lot of people that are of minority descent that are therapists. It's not a lot. So it was already uncomfortable for that. And I didn't get a lot of support for wanting to go to therapy. When I talked about therapy, people thought, oh, hell, like, this girl is crazy. Like, what do you mean? You know, when people hear about therapy, they think you got an issue. And that's not necessarily the case. You can go to therapy just to handle a minor situation about like a disagreement you had, or something that you may be struggling with, identity, wanting to get accustomed to transitioning from being on your own to from being a child. There's so many things you can go to therapy for. You don't have to have a diagnosis in order to go to therapy. No. So for those of you who think I'm crazy, bless your heart, baby. Okay. But I really was struggling, and with the help of therapy, it helped me progress and figure out what it was. It was hard for me to be vulnerable. I experienced many things as far as like when I was like a younger child, and not even like sexual stuff. It's not that. It's not always sexual stuff, but just it can be your environment, yo. Like your environment can do so much to you. Watching damn TV, watching the news, seeing people do crazy shit. Like you literally absorb all this, and if you're not talking about it, or if you're not being proactive in wanting to be better, it affects you. So therapy was one of my support systems, and nature, y'all. I can't be inside for too long. It get too cold, you know, like it get real cold. So I would always go out into the nature, and that was one thing my therapist always recommended. Like, get out of your comfort zone, get out of those four walls that you try to stay in to be comfortable. Ooh, shaking somebody up today. Get out. Stop trying to be comfortable. Like sometimes you have to get out of your element, and that's what sparked for me for progressing and being on my spiritual journey that I am on now. So that was that, and of course support from my family and friends. Now, I won't say I didn't receive support from my family, but it was more of like, what is she talking about? Like what? And it bothered me. I'm not gonna lie, it bothered me, because it was something new. So stepping out of that, like, yo, like being the first gent or the first person to do anything in your family, these things right here, warriors, y'all, because it's so much that you endure. It's so much of being uncomfortable and doing something that's unfamiliar. Getting out of what you don't know is very uncomfortable. So I had God, of course, y'all. For those of you who come at me right now about God, well, bless your heart. I'm not religious, though. I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual. I have a connection with Him, and that's what matters most to me. So for those of you who try to throw the Bible at me, bless your heart. Go, come harder, come again, okay? Thank you. But yeah, so support from, you know, my friends, nature, God, and going to therapy is what I use to cope. And of course, being proactive. Like some people think you just go and lie on the damn chair in therapy and everything comes together. It doesn't. It doesn't happen overnight. Like 2 years later, look at me. Hopefully, hopefully, I did some type of change. I really did, though. I really see the transition in me now, and I see that I'm prospering into the woman that I'm destined to be. And you can too. Definitely. And I would love to know your experiences. I would love to know how tough love affected you, whether it be positive or negative, or if it had no effect. You know, some people cold killers. You know, some people just they hard like that. I'm a little soft. I'm a little gentle, you know. But I would love to know your experiences. I would love to know, you know, what you think about my experience, and also tell me about topics that you want me to talk about. Like, I'm queer, so I'm pretty sure some of y'all queer too, or whatever, or you interested, or you curious, one or the other. I'll have that tuned in next, you know. But I definitely would love to hear your comments. Like, subscribe, comment, please. But thank you so much for listening. I just hope to inspire and empower people to be better and to want to be better, especially in the Black community, because we need support. We need listening ears. We need comfortable environments to express ourselves and to be heard. One of the basic essential needs for humans is to be desired and to feel good about ourselves. So definitely tell me about your experiences, y'all. I'm signing out. Nevertheless, no stress, stay blessed.